Today we have to decide which Kingpin statue is better, which one am I going to keep. I think we can all agree you don't need too many Wilson Fisks. I mean, 3 fat guys in a white coat is way too much to have in one room anyway, right? Hey, my name is Mr. X. Welcome to the Extreme channel. We are giving away $1,000 statues to you guys. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in for another Extreme Rumble, or Xtrumble. This is a statue comparison video where we take 2 of the same character that have very similar statues and we look at a number of different facets and give points based off those facets to see which one is better. Now, as a disclaimer, this is the first time I've ever done an Xtrumble that the statues are significantly different. As you can see, the one on my left, your right, is a diorama. It's really 2 characters in one. But I still have to decide which one of these awesome Kingpin statues I'm going to keep. That's why we're going to do the Xtrumble. Now, while you won't see close-up video of these, you can see close-up video in the original video reviews. The one on my right, I actually did a video for the prototype. Now, while this isn't the prototype, it is a production piece and it's pretty damn accurate to the prototype. So you can go back and check that out. Then, as part of a new line that had Spidey fighting everybody, was this custom on my left. This is a line, I believe they had Spidey fighting Doc Ock was the newest release. They had Lizard, they had Rhino. This was my favorite. I didn't intend to get it, but somehow I did because I'm a big Kingpin fan ever since the Daredevil series came out, and he's such a quintessential villain in Marvel. Now, before we go any further, these are both what we call a custom statue. Private unlicensed commission, Marvel didn't sign off on these. To my knowledge, Marvel has only signed off on 1 Kingpin statue. It was this one made by XM Studios years and years ago. Wasn't very popular because I don't think Kingpin's very popular in a statue form. On top of these 2 customs, there's only 2 or 3 others I know of that have ever been made. And you're like, Mr. X, that's like 5 statues of Kingpin. That's a lot. Well, there's 500 of Wolverine and 1,000 Venoms out there. So it actually relatively is small. Now, the great thing about it is, although there's a small number of choices, you really can't go wrong with either of these. I think they're both fantastic for their own merits. So let's start comparing the different things on them, starting with the base of each one. Now, the one on the left, it's very cool. They have kind of the fist tower underneath and then a marble floor on top, but it's nothing compared to the non-Spider-Man one. So he's coming down some stairs of the Fisk Mansion. Not only is he coming downstairs, but if you recall, there are trophies from his main enemies. You see Bullseye, you see Punisher bullets, you see Spidey webs, you see Daredevil's billy clubs. The ornate stairs are amazing. It looks like real marble. And if that's not enough, there are 2 bases for the one on my right. If this was too big and elaborate for you, you have a simple, more beautiful base, which to me kind of competes with this one on my left. So the base clearly goes to the non-Spider-Man one, in my opinion. And while we're talking about display options, let's take a look at all the different display options for both. So on the Spider-Man diorama, there are 4 different portraits. Spider-Man also has some switch outs, but we're just talking about Wilson Fisk here. These are the 4 different portraits. 2 of them he's struggling, 2 of them he's kind of smiling. That is nice. Some of them are neater than others. Now the other one without Spider-Man only has 2 portraits. One showing him pissed. Now, the next one's a little more maniacal, diabolical, if you will. I like this. But he does have 4 hand switch outs. First, he can hold his cane down, or he can hold it up to the right. He can switch it out for a rose. These are all quintessential Kingpin. Or he can be smoking a cigar, which is badass in my opinion. So clearly a lot more and better display options for the non-Spider-Man. So that also wins that point. I think that the one on the left could have been a contender if there was some way to remove the webbing or some way to remove Spider-Man, but honestly there isn't. So you have to display them like that. Which there's about 500 Spider-Man statues out there, so maybe this isn't your favorite Spider-Man, but it's your favorite Kingpin. It creates problems. Plus, he'd look a little weird in that pose if he wasn't actually fighting Spider-Man. Now, I was going to compare the paint on these, but one of the problems is some of the paint is better on the one on my left, some is better on the one on my right, and in the end it's a wash. So for example, the skin tone, in my opinion, is better on the Spider-Man one. The skin tone of Kingpin. but then the paint on the base is way better on the non-Spider-Man one. However, the sculpts are significantly different. And when you look at the detail within the sculpt, whether it's his amazing jacket or his pants, both are very good, but especially digging into those portraits right here, I think the sculpt is better on the Spider-Man one in my opinion. So for that reason, I give the sculpt to the one on the left by a hair. Now with that being said, the one on my left, the Spider-Man, was actually sculpted by not only one of the best sculptors out there, but someone who's been doing it forever. Where the Kingpin on my right, Earl, this was one of his very first sculpts that was produced into a statue. So he was at the beginning of his career. This guy's not at the end of his career by any means, but he's been doing it a lot longer. Displayability. Because of the switch out base of the non-Spider-Man one, it's pretty even. You can display them high, low, medium, wherever you want, and it still looks good. Now the advantage to the one on the right is you could put him with a different Spider-Man statue if you had it, where him next to a Spider-Man statue would look weird. So I don't know. I think displayability is actually a tie between the two. All right, next thing we're going to look at is value of the piece. So value is based off of price and edition size. Now keep in mind, you actually get 2 quarter scale characters on the one on my left. So is that worth more? I don't know. Remember, you got 2 bases and you also got more switch outs for the one on the right. Below are the edition size, how many they made, and as well as the retail price. So as you can see, technically it's a better deal for the one on my right. So I have to give the value to him, especially with that extra base. So clearly the better statue based off all these metrics is the one on my right, but I'm not keeping it. And here's my dumb logic why. He goes with nothing. I have nothing left in my collection he would go with. I have an empty spot next to my Venom collection that I could put him because Spider-Man is there and Spider-Man goes with Venom. That is the stupid reason that I'm going to keep the one on the left, because it goes better with my collection than the one on my right. I already put it up for sale by the time this video launches, I believe, and man, I am regretting it right now. Did I make the wrong choice? You can let me know in the comments below or check out YouTube. I did a poll for these two yesterday. Throw that down in the comments below. I'd love to know if I made the wrong choice, and you might win a statue. As we try to grow this channel, we like to reward you guys for watching and subscribing. So because of that, every 5,000 milestone when it comes to subscribers, we give away a couple $1,000s worth of statues. We've actually given away over 20 statues. To win one was easy. First, you gotta be subscribed to the channel. You'll get bell notifications when videos drop. Each video that drops, you wanna make a comment on those videos. We pick a random video, we give away statues based on a comment. You can say whatever you want. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye, Kingpin. I don't know which one. But congratulations to whoever bought one of these. It's a fantastic job. But thank you, everyone, for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.